guys, Jem here, once again with another book review for you guys. This time I'm going to be reviewing True Colors by Krysten Lindsay Hager. Here's the cover for it. The book is coming out June 17th, and you can get it from Astria Press. It's going to be out as an ebook edition, though. I rate this book an 8.5 out of 10. I honestly really enjoyed the book. It was really good. It was all about friendship and stuff, and how to find true friends. This won't be a spoiler review because the book hasn't come out yet, and it's best for you guys to just read the book yourselves. It's really, honestly, a very good book that I thought it was a good book. It's all about friendship and seeing people for who they truly are, and picking out what friends would stand by you and who would just turn away from you when you need them the most. I'm going to read you guys the author bio of Krysten, and then read you guys the blurb of the book. Krysten Lindsay Hager is an author and a book addict who has never met a bookstore she didn't like. She's worked as a journalist and also writes middle grade, YA, humor essays, and adult fiction. Her debut novel, True Colors, will be out June 17th from Astria Press. She is originally from Michigan and has lived in South Dakota, Portugal, and currently resides in Southern Ohio, where you can find her reading and writing when she's not catching up on her favorite shows. Landry gets pushed into trying out for the American Ingenue reality show modeling competition with her two best friends. She doesn't think she stands a chance, but she advances to the next level in the competition, and her friends ignore her at school when they get cut. Enter the gorgeous Devin, who also makes the first cut and includes Landry in her group of friends. Devin becomes the perfect best friend, but can their friendship survive the competition? Landry hopes her big break could come at any moment, but soon sees there's much more to modeling than she thought. She begins missing out on being with friends and has the chance to have a boyfriend when she meets a boy named Vladdy from another school. Part of Landry wants to be famous and have her hair look good for once, but part of her just wants to be accepted. She learns about friendships, being true to yourself, and that a good hair conditioner doesn't hurt. Now, in this book, the main character Landry has two best friends named Erica and Tori. The three of them enter the Ingenue competition, and Landry advances to the next level while Erica and Tori get cut. And they ignore her and say and talk behind her back, in all this, when she is the only one that moves on in the competition. Then she meets Devin, who also moves on and is from her school. They became best friends real quick with Devin's group with India and Peyton. So, the four of them become all best friends and stuff, and then Devin, things start to get a little rocky with the competition. Devin and Landry's friendship doesn't really go so well, because Devin's so, possessive. Devin and India were, all best friends before Landry got into, the whole group. And so India was all hostile, well, not really hostile, but just didn't like Landry. And then there was some tension in the group. Then there was still some tension between Landry and her old group of friends, Erica and Tori. And then she also has another friend. I just forgot her name. But she had another friend, begins with an A. Pretty Little Liars, sorry. And then she also has Thalia. There's a whole lot of, backstabbing, masked, two-faced people in this. It's, totally crazy. But then, in the end, Landry does find out who would be true. She goes through a lot of these things. She always complies with what other people want, just so that she doesn't have to be alone. But as the story progresses, she finds out that she has to be true to herself and just voice what she wants to say instead of just complying with what everyone says. Like Devin. If Devin invites her to the mall and she already has plans, she, goes to the mall with Devin. She kisses up to the friends who aren't truly friends to her. And then she also meets Vladdy near the end of the book, and he's a Romanian guy, and a possible boyfriend, because they did not get together at all. There was, like, some romantic tension, but, like, you know, it's, like, this is more of a middle grade book, but I honestly enjoyed it. So that's all I really have to say. It's really good to see how, like, friendships work out. Like, they're only in middle school, 12, 14 years old, and it just sees how, like, cruel people can be. Because, like, in our lives, you know, there are, like, groups and stuff, and nobody really talks bad about one another. Well, at least in my school, we just really get along more often than we used to back in elementary school when we used to bash on each other all the time. But, like, now we're just, like, all mellowed out in high school, and we're just, like, we don't really, like, hate each other and just talk behind their back and start rumors and stuff. So, but in this one, it's just, like, how other schools are, like, well, how most schools typically are, how girls can be. Like, girls can be really just downright cruel. You may think guys are harsh, but girls can just be downright cruel. Like, if they say the right words and can get people to do whatever they want for them. And, like, start all these nasty rumors about anybody and talk behind their back. It's just, like, a lot of girls are just two-faced like that. But anyway, that's all I really had to say. 8.5 out of 10 for True Colors by Krysten Lindsay Hager. I, again, really enjoyed this book. I really love the whole friendship thing, too. It didn't really focus too much about the modeling, even though that was in the blurb, but it more concentrates on the friendships that Landry tries to have, and I just honestly really liked it. Now, my friend Ellie Fred is coming out with a book called Lucid, right here. It's a little bit, on the bright side, isn't it? Hold up, let me fix that. There we go. It's called Lucid. I'll give you, the author bio, then I'll read you guys the blurb. The blurb, my bad. Ellie Fred is a perpetual dreamer who writes about worlds both within and without this realm. With a degree in psychology, Ellie Fred tends to get lost in the mind, the greatest adventure of all. Ellie Fred is currently traveling the world, finding more adventures to inspire new tales of dreams and beyond. And now on to the blurb. I know that most adventure slash fantasy slash whatever you want to call, whatever you would like to call these stories start with something magical. But my story starts with something ordinary. Dreams. I'm taking a test and don't realize I'm in my underwear kind of dreams. We have them every night, whether we remember them or not. Sometimes they leave us waking with excitement or inspiration. Sometimes they cause us to wake with a shriek and to look around our rooms. Sometimes they leave us waking up confused or ashamed. These experiences are probably commonplace for most people, but I doubt any of you could ever say your dreams caused you to stay asleep for a long period of time. What if your dreams made you disappear? Now, I'm not sure when this book is coming out, since Ellie Fred hasn't really sent me the date or an arc for it, so I don't know when it's coming out or if it's already come out already. I have to email them about that and see if I can. Well, apparently it's not done yet, so I can't. So it's most likely not out already. So they're trying to get Ellie Fred's trying to get me an arc. She's trying to send me an arc. So that's that. Anyway, that's all I really have to say. I'm not sure what book I'm going to read next, since I have a lot, like a lot, and I'm going to have to spend all summer reading like 50 books, because the amount of books I have to read is insane right now, and I don't even know how much. I just piled all the to reads books that I was definitely going to read this summer in a box, and the box filled up, and now I have a tower of books on top of the box with books in it. So that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go get True Colors when it comes out by Krysten Lindsay Hager. It really is an enjoyable book, showing you about how people can be with friendships and everything. It's truly, truly incredible. So that's all I really have to say. So I guess I'll see you guys in my next review. Bye!